All right, let's get started. Welcome to your onboarding. If this is your first time watching an onboarding, I hope it's not, because usually I like to do these welcome calls after the fact that you guys have already watched one on our training page. So if you haven't, make sure you do. Listen, there's going to be a lot of information I'm about to lay on you guys. I don't expect you to remember. I expect you guys to listen in on any of these as much as you can. All right, so welcome to your business. I'm so pumped for all of you. Also, I want to be able to see these cameras on. If you're on my screen, it feels like I'm talking to myself. So get your cameras on. I will say one thing to you guys. I think one of the most important things in this business is knowing your why. At first, when I was asked this question, I thought it was super cliche, okay? I thought it was so cliche, I couldn't relate to it. I thought, you know, what does that have anything to do with anything? But it has a lot to do with a lot. And your why doesn't necessarily have to be a big deal in the beginning, okay? My why was like nothing serious in the beginning. It was, I thought in my mind, I'm gonna make a couple hundred extra bucks, right? So whatever your why is, it kind of gets deeper and deeper and deeper. Life throws things at us that, you know, you're like, oh, wow, I'm so thankful I have money. I'm able to visit someone who's maybe sick in your family, or someone that you're able to help that is in need. Or maybe it's not as deep as any of those things. And maybe it's as simple as you buying yourself a car, or just doing things that you didn't think that was possible for you. So I want you to think about it if you already haven't. If you guys could do anything right now, if the money wasn't in your way, what would that be? You know, what goals do you guys have for yourself in the next 5-10 years? If you want me to be real, I did not have any goals set for the next 5-10 years before Monate. That's what makes me excited about Monate. I get to be able to like plan things that I never thought I could do before. So just think about that. And that's something I want you to be open and share with your upline, with your downline even, because when I have those moments, especially in the beginning of my business, guys, I had those moments, okay? And I thought to myself, oh, like, I don't know if this is for me. Like, I'm just like having just a shitty day and I don't know. And my upline, who's my best friend, she would be like, listen, this is why you're doing this. This is a crappy day, whatever. We're just gonna, you know, tomorrow's a new day. So share that. It's important that they know that. Okay, moving on. Your back office. I'm going to get straight into it, okay? Your back office is like your storefront, guys, okay? You go to mymonate.com, and that's where you log in, your precious little login and password that you set up when you're signing up. And anytime you guys do anything, sign up a customer, sign up anybody, business partner, it's going to be all tracking on your back office. Think of it as the register to your store. So really quick before I'm going to switch screens on and share you guys the back office. This is all you guys need to understand right here, these two bars, right? We have personal volume, which is the PV, and then we have the group volume, which is your GV. This is showing you numbers of 300 and 1200. That is the first promotion that you need to hit, which I'm going to share. But I just want you guys to understand the PV and GV and how it works, because a lot of the times we get confused. PV is anything that you buy personally yourself. So if you enrolled this month, you'll have that volume in your back office from the product pack you purchase. And every product pack has a different volume. Like, think of it as a point system. That's how I learned it in the beginning. So personal volume is anything I purchase myself, VIP customers, any retail customers. That's all my PV, okay? And my GV is my market partners that I enroll, and anything that they do also impacts my GV. So one thing that I want you guys to also understand is my PV is going to be synced with my GV, because that 300 that I need for my personal volume in order to hit that first promotion is already included in that 1200 I need for that group volume. Does that make sense? So let me share. Let me switch screens and share this with you guys really quick. Okay, you logged into your back office. Your back office is going to look a little different at the top. It's going to say, you know, you're going to have your Smart Start tracker where you can, which we're going to go over after. You see that as you're going to scroll down, you're going to come down to requirements, and you're going to see your career rank. There's 10 ranks in the company, guys. Okay. I don't expect you to know them all and remember them all after this call. What I want you to know after this call is how to hit your first one and how to hit your fourth one. Okay. First promotion is managing market partner. What I just went over is this, the requirements. I need 300 PV and 1200 GV. Simple, okay? And I need 2 active lines. Now let me tell you something. Say you sign up so many VIP customers and you have 1,300 volume and you have no 2 active lines. That means signed market partners, at least 2 of them, you're not gonna hit this promotion. It's a brilliant business plan, okay? They are giving you they're showing you exactly what you need to get to where you wanna be. So this is the first promotion we wanna get to. We wanna get to it in 72 hours. That should be everybody's goal. If it wasn't, it should be tonight. Because if you think it's not achievable, that's a whole nother mindset we won't get into. Very much so achievable. Give yourself another 72 hours if you don't hit it. I'm not saying it's, the end of the world, but I'm saying push yourself to do that because it's very much so achievable. Okay, so this is what I need, right? This is my first promotion. Now I want you guys to get comfortable here. You see these blue links? It underlines when I scroll over it, right? Now I'm gonna click on Associate Market Builder. It's my second promotion. Now what I need is 400 personal volume, so it only went up 100, and now I need 2,400 in group volume, and notice this, I only need 1 more active line. That means I need to sign 3 people, right? When I say active, that means that the person you enroll into the business is gonna have, this is gonna fill in blue, okay? All right, now let's go to the third rank, Market Builder. So Market Builder, now I need 4 active lines, and now I need 1. Now that you have this random bar that comes up on the bottom. Does anybody know what that is? If you're new, if you are not new in the business, don't answer. Unmute yourself and say it really quick. Anybody? Wrong or right, doesn't matter.
Managing market.
So, okay, so what does that bar mean, Curly?
That one of your active market partners has to rank up.
Okay, thanks, Michelle. So that's what we call teamwork. You don't need anyone to be MMP for you, okay? But you want your active lines to be promoting. You want them to level up. You want them to start making money. So I want you guys to switch that mindset that we suddenly start as soon as we begin in this business and think, okay, I need one of my girls to be MMP so I can be market builder. No, no, no. You want your girls to be managing market partner because you want them to be leveling up with you. So now I'm gonna move to the next rank, which is your first leadership rank. I want you to know every one of these ranks right there that I just went over, you make $100 bonus every time you hit one. When you hit this guy right here, managing market builder, you make $500 in bonus, okay? All that changed in my requirements to hit this are 4 active lines now, same as market builder, which was the rank before. Now I need 2 of my active lines at least to be managing market partner, which is the first promotion we just went over. And my personal volume is at 500. My group volume is at 5,000. My personal volume never goes above 500, even when I go to the highest rank in the company. However, do not settle for 500. We have our team's non-negotiable. We try to get 500 personal volume before the 5th. So by the 5th, I am taken care of and I can focus on other areas. But that does not mean settle at 500, okay? Does anybody have any questions about the back office? Does it make sense? Anytime, my biggest advice is anytime you guys do something, log in and look at it and see what it did. When you sign up a VIP, if they're doing a minimum, these are points you should just know in your mind, okay? When you sign up a VIP, it's gonna be 100 points. If it's just like the minimum basic, like $84, whatever. If they spend $200, you're obviously gonna get more points. Every product pack is different, which I'm gonna show on a slide, but I wanna make sure this makes sense to you guys. This is really important Take whatever that goal is that you have. Everyone should be shooting for this regardless of what the first promotion is. You know, look at this. Look at what other things are that you need to get to and start planning. I honestly, it feels super far away when you first start, but I promise you it's not. Okay, so this is the roadmap. We just went over it. The one thing that I will say, the first 3 promotions, a lot of people forget this. I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you don't hit it your first 3 months for MMP, you're not going to get that bonus if you hit it on your 4th month. If you hit Associate Market Builder after your 4th month, you're not going to get that bonus. So those first 3 ranks, you want to get that bonus and take it, check it off. Get that, you know, keep going. You want to rank up every month. Like that should be everyone's goal. Okay. Real quick, what rank is achievable in the first 72 hours? Let's throw it in the chat.
C.
In the chat. Let me see it really quick. Perfect. Okay, awesome. That's what I want to see. One more question. What is PV? Is it everything I buy? People I personally enrolled, customers and market partners, what I personally purchased, VIP and retail customers, or purchase volume of my entire team? Ah, Daniel, A is wrong. Okay, yep, C it is. Perfect. All right, now Smart Start. The best part about our compensation plan when you're first starting in the business. It doesn't get more simple than this, okay? You have the month you enrolled and 2 months following after, you are in your Smart Start period. You basically are making free money. This is the company's way of saying, here's a little boost, here's a little taste of what your future is gonna be like when you're making a lot of money. Here's how you can do it. Your Smart Start, you guys have a thing called My Neighborhood, right? And you want to complete that. In your My Neighborhood, you have 12 VIP customers that you want to get and 3 market partners. I took 3 months to finish that. What a lame standard did I set for myself when I first started? You want to finish 1 a month. That should be everybody's goal, okay? Is it achievable? Hell yeah. You need 12 people to say yes to you to buy the products at a cheaper price as a VIP. And you are literally bringing 3 of your friends, family, cousin, whatever, into the business. 12 and 3, yes, it's very much so achievable in 1 month. What happens when you divide it into 3 blocks? That's what we want to think of them as blocks, right? I always explain this since I started as tally numbers, okay? 4 VIPs, 1 market partner, that's 1 block. 4 VIPs, 1 market partner, that's 1 block. 4 VIPs, 1 market partner, that's 1 block. It equals out to 12 and 3. We're just dividing it into 3 different little groups, okay? So when I sign 4 VIP customers, I'm making $60 in bonuses, okay? Then I'm also making commission. Depending on what the sale is, I'm going to make a minimum of $15, right? Like per sale. So that's 60 plus 60, right? Now I enrolled my a market partner, and say they signed up with, let me just really quickly show you guys this slide. Say they signed up with the $199, then you make $50 in bonus. If they sign up with the $349, you make $120 in bonus. I always go for the $599. You make $250 bonus. This bonus is not why it's not because of the bonus I go for the overachiever. I go because I think it's the best damn kit in the game. However, $199, especially this month, you guys know the deal. There's a great offer right now that the company is offering. So it doesn't matter what the bonus is. I'm just saying this, I'm just showing you guys this, how it differentiates, right? So going back to Smart Start, say somebody signs up with the $349 and we are making $120 in bonus. So now I finished the block. I signed 4 VIP customers, 1 market partner. Now I finished the block. I made 60 plus 60 plus 120 and now I'm making $150 just because I finished one block. Now you do this 2 more times, right? A total of 3 times, and boom. Not only did you finish your My Neighborhood, now you're gonna make an additional $500 for finishing it and doing it 3 times. So that's $150 every time you finish a block. You make bonus on, you know, depending on what market partner, the product pack they buy. And you are also making bonuses on top of that every time you get a VIP. Guys, that's a lot of free money, okay? So take advantage of it. I don't care if it's your last 2 weeks in your Smart Start, you can freaking do it if you put your mind into it. Not mean to Ryan. But anyway, so you guys want to make sure that you are putting all your freaking effort into finishing your Smart Start, and your back office is going to reflect when you make these sales, which is what we just talked about, right? So you can check where you're also going to make money hitting these new ranks, which is a separate thing from your Smart Start. Okay, how did that happen? Someone just drew? Okay, so what is a block? Throw it in the chat really quick for me. Is it 12 VIPs and 3 market partners, 4 retail customers and 3 market partners, 4 VIPs and 1 market partner, 8 VIPs and 2 market partners? I really didn't mean all the right answers to be C, but yeah, great. Okay, awesome. We saw this. Now, one more question for you guys before we switch out of this. If you guys have any questions about this, let me know. How many hoods can you guys finish in 1 month? 3, 2, 1, the limit does not exist. Henry and Lynette, 1. No, you can finish as many. If you guys do 2 in 1 month, you're more likely going to be also hitting your 4th rank in the company. Your paycheck, your first paycheck could be literally $5,000, if not more, or maybe just around there. Can you imagine that? It's insane. Okay, good. All right, moving on. VIP versus retail. I'm gonna make this really quick. VIPs, better deal, okay? I don't ever talk about retail. So I'm gonna tell you guys how I tell somebody so that you get an idea of how you should be presenting this. Once after I already have my recommendation and I give it to somebody, right? And then I'm like, and I always end it like this. And if we do VIP, then you'll get this free gift for this month and so on. But I wanna make sure I took care of everything that you asked for, but let me know. So like, how does everything sound? And once they respond to me and ask me what VIP is, I say, okay, so VIP, I actually like to take a video on my computer and I'm like, okay, so look, listen, this is how much it would be as a VIP. And then if you didn't, this is how much it would be, because I can show it in the cart, how much money they're saving. That's one way of doing it. But I usually say VIPs, they just like, honestly, this is what most people do. You get 15% off starting out, and then you can literally go up to like 45 total, because you're getting like up to 25 on top of the 15% they have with Purchase Plus, right? So then I'm like, it's also, you get the free shipped, and then I say, it's just a one-time $20 fee, kind of like ASOS or Amazon, but it's one time only, and you'll get free shipping, and I don't even go into the like other perks, because what else do I have to say? And then I say, and you literally order just 2 more times after your first initial order. That's it. Or you can do retail and just pay for more and pay for shipping and just more expensive overall. Up to you. What are you thinking? They decide. I end with the negative and telling them how retail's way more, and then they decide. It's not an auto ship. It's whenever they want to order again. Sometimes you might have to clarify that, but I'm confident that VIP is the best thing you need to be doing. So what more do I need to say? That's how you guys need to sell that, okay? Why do we want to have VIPs? I don't know if you guys can see because of my screen. Why do we want to have VIPs over retail customers? A, B, C, D. Give it to me, guys. Why can't I see the chat?
Hey, D, not to cut you off, but can you make sure you go for flex ship also? I don't know if you missed that in the combo.
I just explained it, no?
I know, I saw somebody say that. I don't know if she understood it or not. That's why I said it again.
Oh, flex ship, guys, like it really is just the next order that they're setting up. So like when someone signs up as a VIP, the answer is D, yes. When somebody signs up as a VIP, you are saying, okay, I'm going to order 2 more times in my lifetime when I'm out of shampoo or skincare again, right? It's whenever they want. So their next order usually is what you set up, which is, there's a lot of trainings on this, so I didn't want to get too far into it, but just so you guys understand, their next order you're setting up is their flex ship. It can be edited whenever we want. It can be pushed out to whatever date we want. You can only push out 2 months, and then you can keep pushing it out. You know what I'm saying? So that's their flex ship. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Like there's not much more to it. Okay. All right. When you guys are giving out recommendations, just make a side note of this. You just need to know everything about their hair. Ain't nobody texting me asking me for a hair recommendation if they're not giving me everything I need to know. I don't care how many times I have to repeat myself. I am not going to tell you what you think, what I think you should use for your hair or your skin unless I know everything I need to know, because I want to make sure your experience is freaking the best, right? So I need to know information about your hair because these are all very custom to each different person. Is your hair thick or thin or coarse? How often do you wash it? As in, like, do you easily get oily or do you not? Like, everyone is so different. I can go days without washing and someone else might. And there's so many different scenarios, right? That's one way of doing it. Sometimes you can just simply just say, hey, I started out the same way. I need to know a little bit about your hair because I want to make sure that these are very custom, and I want to make sure that I give you the right recommendation or what I recommend. I have a hair quiz. Can I send that to you? Like, when can I send that to you? It'll literally just take a couple minutes and then I'll look it over. Have a hair quiz created after this call if you don't already have one. Okay, take the one in my profile and freaking duplicate it. Doesn't matter, as long as you have it. Make sure that it is addressed to every different types of hair, and then that way that person can make sure that they fill out everything that they need to about their hair, and you can give them a recommendation. Okay, couple things just really quickly. Make sure you guys have their login after you sign them up. If you don't, if you sign them up yourself, you probably already do. I just let them know, listen, I'm going to be running your account. I need your information. Okay. So you don't ever have to worry about it. I also say, let me know when you get your products. I want to know. I need to tell you how to wash your hair. I want to make sure she uses it right. I want to make sure they're loving it. Encourage them to take a picture if they want to. My customers are like literally not helpful at all with pictures, so don't be upset if you don't get it. But and I always follow up again. I'm like, hey, are we still loving it? How's the hair? How's the skin? Like, what's going on? Because sometimes maybe they're going through detox. Maybe they're just forgetting to let you know, and I want to make sure they're happy. It's all about how we handle it, guys. Okay. All right. It's the will, not the skill. So we all have different, team pages. So if you're not in this one, like our teams, like Shampoo Mafia, but like we also are in Boss Babe training page. These training pages have so much. There's units in the Boss Babe training page. There's units in our team page. Utilize them. Utilize your resources in your team pages, whatever that team page may be. I don't want you guys to watch every single thing in every unit. What I want you guys to do is, okay, wait, I want to learn a little bit of product knowledge today. I'm going to go and watch that 20-minute video in the VIP unit and learn about it. Guess what? It's also in your back office. What we just went over in your resources. Not only do you have so much training in resources and products and how to get involved, they just added a PDF on how to talk to people. There's like examples of conversations, literally what we do for our teams. So not saying that it's going to sound like you, but it's just to get an idea. I like to get an idea of so many different things. So be resourceful and utilize your resources. Books, if you're starting out, Get Over Your Damn Self. A lot of people love that one. I'm not going to say I read it. Girl Wash Your Face. Love that one. Love number 3, GoPro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. Actually, Brittany, who signed me, told me about that when I first started, and I Loved it. I love Eric Ward. I think he's a genius. Always good to listen to different people. Okay. But there's so many different recommendations. So go with what you vibe with, honestly, because don't make yourself read a book that is not up your alley. But I also want you guys to do whatever is your thing. Maybe you don't like books. Maybe you like podcasts. Doesn't matter. Do your best to get on these training calls. Tomorrow night, I'm hosting a call like on how to talk to potentials, how I compare it to dating. I did my first one 2 years ago. Get on these calls. Guys, a lot of time goes into these calls. Get on the training calls as much as you can, because the more you're involved in this business, the more you're going to want to be involved. It shouldn't feel like a chore, you know? And if you guys are feeling like, holy hell, there's so much information, ask your uplines to be like, all right, like, what should I watch next? Like, what is my priority? What do I need to be learning? Okay. Your to-do number 1 tonight, if you already haven't, your 100 list. Okay. I literally go on calls sometimes and I ask them, I go through their Facebook friends because I'm like, there's no way you ran through all of your friends. I did not run through all of my warm and hot market that I went to 2 different middle schools, 2 different high schools, 2 different colleges. I have so many different friends that I keep forgetting about. There's no way that you guys are going through your list that quickly. Don't lie to me, because there's no way. Okay. Make that list, start that list. That list is going to keep growing. It doesn't stop at 100. But tomorrow, you know exactly who you're messaging. Okay. You can categorize it by warm, hot, and cold. I like having different notes that says like, you know, this is someone I like connected with on Instagram versus like cold, right? Versus hot market is like my best friends, a dream team. Who do I want to work with? And do not write anybody off. Okay. That is where you'll go wrong. Don't tell me, oh, well, Stephanie, she was just like really annoying in high school. I don't know. Like I loved her, but, or you're like, I don't know, James, like I feel like he would be so about it, but I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be into it. Like, I just don't think he's going to be good at, you don't know anything. You don't know anything until you talk to every single person about this. I was far from a salesperson or someone honestly like that wanted to do this. So you cannot write anybody off. And also, I'm always going to say this, send your screenshots to your uplines, to people that are going to be willing to help you with what to say back. Don't do things alone. I'm all about independent, like market partners, all for it. But if you think you know what you want to say back, at least give a little check-in and say like, hey, this is what I'm going to say back. Any feedback before I send it? They can wait. So don't put pressure on yourselves. Things to keep in mind too. This is something I don't expect you guys to remember, but always try to practice ending things with a question, because that is going to lead the conversation, you know, back in the ball is going to be back in their part. I can't even in their court. You want to constantly continue the conversation. If you're worried like, oh my God, they're ghosting me, get over that. That's going to happen anyways. But if you're at least ending things with a question, that's going to drive them to want to answer, right? Okay. So things to keep in mind, you're planting seeds. Not every single thing is going to happen overnight. You're not going to hit your rank overnight. That is the problem in this business. When we start, we see how we can get somewhere and we just want to get there. I get it. But just work your business and focus on finishing your hood, talking to potentials, planting the seeds. Everyone comes around. Everybody, every single person comes around. As long as you stay consistent in your business, everyone comes around. I hate the D word, so I don't like it when anybody tells me they're discouraged, because why are you discouraged? I want you guys to be okay with no's. That doesn't make me question your capabilities, or like, it doesn't make me think that if you're capable of being successful in this, it makes me think that you can take a no. That's it. That is all it. Okay. It's like, if someone rejects you, it should not affect how you run your business. Stay organized as much as you can. Some of us are, some of us aren't. Like I said, send screenshots. And remember that we're doing attraction marketing, which I'm going to get into when we talk about a little bit of social media. But don't just be like, oh my God, I work for Monat. Just, that doesn't attract me. What attracts me is going to be what you tell me, like, about the business, or what it is that why you got involved, versus, or show me the community on your story, rather than just throw Monat on there, okay? So to do number 2, if you haven't done it already, your first post on your story is everything, okay? So normally I show examples, but I took that slide out. But basically, if whatever the case is, everyone's different. I like doing things like, I did a little bit of a thing. And then the next one says, I'm always already like, I'm working remotely already and I wanted to take on another thing, or like times are tough. I want to take on another source of income. Like build that story. These are some of the people that I work with. Show off your business partners and tag them who's been in the business. Guess what people are going to do? Click on it and see what the hell you've been up to. Guess what they're going to do after? Message you. You want the story to end always with a question, a call to action. Those are things that I want you guys to think about. Plan at night and then plant it in the morning, okay? That's another thing too, because at night, people are sleeping, people are tired, people are not as much in the mood to talk, right? So just try to plan at night and be prepared to plant the seed in the morning. Keep things minimal. That's your second thing to do. Story of my life, okay? So honestly, 80% of what your stories and what your your Instagram should look like is you. If I go on your page and all I see is Monat, that doesn't impress me. That makes me not know you at all. I don't know you at all. I just think I will think you're that girl because I don't know anything about you. I want to land on your page. Why do I want to work with you? Why do I feel like I already know you? What about you attracted me to want to message you and talk to you about Monat? So I want you guys to do 80% your real life. If your real life is as simple as mine, where you wake up in the morning and you hang out with your dog all day and work, I don't care. Then if you guys go on my highlights, my stories are literally full of my dog. My highlight that says my biz and pleasure, it's literally him in every Monat event almost, because it's just my way of attracting people because he's a big part of my day-to-day. And then 20% of your business. So even if you storied every day about what you do in this business, as long as you're showing up on other areas in your day-to-day on your story, I don't think it's going to be annoying. But if you don't do that, then that's when I would be concerned about what you're posting. Okay, so to do number 3, and then we're wrapping this up. So social media launch in general, or if you can do an event. I know times are weird, but just think about how you're sharing the products. Maybe you're sharing about the business. Maybe make sure it's all relatable. Maybe you're going live with your upline talking about the business for a couple of minutes. Maybe you want to do an IGTV and you want to film it and then do it with an upline, sideline, whatever. Get loose with it. Your first one is not going to be perfect, okay? But use the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Think about what people are attracted to. They're not going to be attracted to what ingredients are used in the products, but you can make it intriguing and tell it in that video that you're posting. And then make sure you're in a group chat where you are literally connecting with so many other people so that you can make sure you have each other's Instagrams. And after this call, like make sure you are in a group chat, make sure you are in the shared photo album so that you can see all the other content that is created to promote your business. And then last but not least, personal development is not something we want to do when we get started in this. Let's just be honest, okay? Every one of us have probably thought, well, like, what the hell? I don't want to talk about like mind stuff. Like, why do I have to be better? Like at what? Like, this is something that we just don't acknowledge at first. It's something that we gain without realizing in this business and in our whole journey of experience, right? Your mindset is the key to your business, okay? It's everything. So if you guys let any no's or anything kind of get in your head, that means you're not developing your mindset. You're not working on yourself. And what do I mean by that? I mean, if you hear every day constantly bad shit, okay, and constantly feeding into it, your mind's going to listen to the negative. Think of your brain as a muscle, as I always like to say it, you got to feed the positive. You got to feed that protein. You got to feed the good stuff so that your brain not only develops into better thinking, like wanting to do better for yourself, seeing yourself better in the mirror, all of the things. You're not going to feel stuck. You're going to feel, I want you guys to have a problem solving mindset. That is how I like to think. You come to me with a problem, come to me with the problem and what you think the solution is. That's when you start thinking like, okay, this is what I need to do to close that deal. You know what? This was kind of shitty when it happened today, but I learned from it. And this is how I'm going to do next time when I face something like this. That's what I mean. So, if we let ourselves stay negative or like not feed, like learn and grow our mindset, we're going to let that stuff get to us so easily, especially in the beginning. And last but not least, I said that before, didn't I? Stay consistent. If you guys are consistent this month and then the first 2 weeks of August, you're MIA, your business is going to be MIA in the beginning of September. It's just going to carry on, So 21 and 90, I always like to say it. It's like, think about like, going to the gym. I was just getting in the habit of the gym and guess what happened again? We're on lockdown. So I can't go to the gym anymore. But that being said, habits are important. In order for this business to become a habit for you and for you to see the success, you gotta do the 21-90 at least and see how much you're putting into it every day for 21 days and tell me that that's not becoming a habit already and you're wanting more out of this. So nothing happens overnight. Like I said before, got to put in the work. But we are done. I'm sweating. Can you guys tell? What does everybody think? Does anybody have any questions? All right, guys, have a good night.